lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my, oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to the dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on the vibe. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found something so wild from the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground from the sanctuary. Shadow me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found from the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground from the sanctuary. Shadow me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found hopeless hallelujah. On this side of heaven's gate. Oh, my life found you, yeah. Breathe in, take my breath away.
Well, now then. Evening. I hope you are all well. It's Kerkez Thursday. We thought it was going to be Kerkez Tuesday. We thought it was going to be Kerkez Wednesday. But it's Kerkez Thursday. And I hope you are all well today. Hope you enjoy the tunes. Like I said, any requests from my members, pop them in the chat and I'll see what I can get you. But bangers only on this show to start us off. Got lots and lots to talk about. Got lots of exclusive stuff to talk about as well, which has kind of come out of the blue. Bit of a shock if you don't know about it. But there's definitely two players I want to talk about, which I didn't think I was going to talk about tonight. and that's Diaz and Canate, and also Andrew Robertson. So we will definitely get that covered as well. If you have come over from Jamie Phillips, good to have you here. We kind of alternated our shows. He did his after mine yesterday. I'm doing mine after his today. So we'll see how that works out. Where do we start? Like, first of all, hit the like, subscribe, please. There's over 40 of you in here. I know it's early. Jamie's probably not finished yet, but hit the likes, please. Let's get them up as soon as we can. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I think I'm 5 away from 1,400 subscribers, which is unbelievable considering I was stuck on like 50 for about 6 months. So all good to have you on board. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Polo, we'll cover this soon. Just give a couple of people a shout out while we're here. Big up Hayach, big up Harrison. Obviously, big up Polo, big up Mohammed. My button's not working. Big up Mikey. Big up Liverpool goals. Also big up YNWA, and also big up SK Bari FC. He is a Robbo regen. I think what's really interesting about the Kerkez interview is he talked about he's really looking forward to learning off Robbo. And now we know that Robbo's going nowhere. So I think it's quite interesting that maybe the plan all along wasn't to sell Robbo. Maybe the plan all along is to rotate Robbo with Kerkez. Obviously that's been talked about, and obviously that's something which they're happy with. Also big up Allies. I think that's really interesting that Kerkez mentioned that in the interview today. I don't really know where to start right now because so much has just happened in the last couple of hours. Where shall we start? Okay, let's go with Canate. Should we start with Canate? Also, big up Happy Gilmore, one of my favorite movies. New subscriber, good to have you on board. I'm actually going to check my subscribers while you're here, because if I hit 1,400 when we're live, then I'm absolutely buzzing with that. I'll be absolutely buzzing with that if I hit 1,400 while we're live. No, I'm still on 5 away. Still 5 away. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. There's over 50 of you in here now. Let's see. Let's start with Canate. Okay, just going to share my screen. Hopefully I won't have any problems with screen sharing today, because I'm limiting the number of tabs I've got open today. So first of all, this popped up. So according to French media, Canate's made his decision and the defender wants to leave the club. According to French media, with 3 clubs lined up for a transfer. So we'll bring this one up. So reports in France are suggesting Canate has made a decision on his future, with the defender approaching the final year of his contract. So Liverpool may be facing another high-profile player leaving on a free. Obviously, we sold Quansah. We got really good money for Quansah. Recent reports have suggested Canate has been left disappointed and is now stalling on talks amid speculation linking him to Real Madrid. Now, French outlet Foot Mercato claims the 26-year-old has made his mind up and wants to leave Liverpool at the end of his current contract. Having made the decision, 3 clubs are said to be eyeing his signature, including Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Paris Saint-Germain. The interesting one with Paris Saint-Germain is Paris Saint-Germain are actually on the verge of signing the guy from Bournemouth, Zabani, for about 60 million. So in a year's time, maybe, I don't know, like Marquinhos is probably still going to be their first choice centre-back with Pacho. So Zabani goes in there as third choice. So maybe a year later, that's when Marquinhos moves to Saudi, maybe when he's like 33, 34. He might even be older than that. And then Canate goes there on a free and replaces Marquinhos. And then you've got the back three. But they don't play with a back three. They play with a back four. I don't know, you know. I just don't know. Like, if Canate wants to run his contract down like Trent, is it not just worth us keeping him for another year than to sell him? But then that does make sense. It does make a lot of sense why we are on the verge of signing Guehi, and Guehi's keen to move. And it also does make sense the fact that Arsenal are on the verge to sign a Mosquera, who's a player that we looked at. So we've obviously weighed up Mosquera and Guehi is just a better buy. Like, he's cheaper. Well, I don't think he's cheaper, but he's probably around the same price. But he's more experienced. He's played in the Premier League. He's a winner. Like, he's homegrown. Like, he's not a project. Guehi comes straight in and plays. Like, you got no issues playing Guehi. Like, if you had to play Guehi all season with Virgil, cool. Like, not a problem. Like, that would work out well. So does he go? Does he go? Do we just turn around and go, you know what? Let's just bite the bullet. Let's just sell him. Like, and we've got Guehi as a replacement. And then we get another player in. Like, we get like a 20-year-old player that we can develop as the third choice. Because that's your third choice. Like, and maybe that's why we're keeping Endo. Like, or maybe that's why we're keeping Gomez. Because we know that Canate is going to move. It's a really interesting one. Like, it makes you wonder, like, whether Guehi would come to Liverpool knowing that he would be third choice behind Canate because Canate's not going. Or maybe Canate's going and Guehi's all in now because he's going to be first choice with Virgil. Nathan Collins comes in as third choice. That's another wedge of money, though, isn't it? Don't you think that's just another wedge of money? Like, that's another 40 million, isn't it? Really, for Collins. He's a good player. I don't think he's left-footed. Perhaps he knows he's number one. Yeah. That's the one, innit? How do you feel about that? Like, how do you genuinely feel about that? Like, Canate leaving, like, on a free at the end of next season, or being sold. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, let me know in the chat, because I'm really mixed feelings over it, because I think Canate is a really good player, but I don't think Canate is the central defender that Slot really wants. I think Slot wants his defense to be more calm, to be more like more of cover, and not of like. I don't think Slot wants his defenders to be press monsters in the middle of the park where they can get caught out. I think he wants them to be more measured and more of a cover type of player, where you can sweep up, where you're more calm in a situation. Like Ibu feels like he's a bit too aggressive. Like he tries to win the ball too much. Like he's also made numerous errors. Like we can't forget the fact that it was his fault that PSG scored at Anfield. That was his fault. Like that was a high profile game, like a real high profile game where you need you guys to be 100%, and he was poor. Like we can't ignore that. Okay, as much as you want to, we can't ignore that. Like he made quite a few errors to goals, like that ended up as goals. Like he got beat quite a few times with crosses that went past Trent because Trent wasn't doing his job, and then obviously went past Canate because Canate wasn't doing his job, and then they ended up bouncing off Robbo, and team scored. I can remember 2 or 3 that happened, and that's not good. And I understand he's got over the injury problems, but he's still injury prone. He still gets injuries on a regular basis. He was out for like 2 months last year. I know that wasn't his fault, but people tackle Virgil, and Virgil isn't out for 2 months. Like players get tackled, and they don't end up going out for 2 months. I get that. Alisson and Virgil made mistakes last season, but mate, Alisson and Virgil have made, probably on one hand in their entire career, mistakes. Like Canate has a few a season, like quite consistent. And you also have to look at the fact that Slot didn't want to play Canate to start the season. Like he didn't want to play Canate to start the season. He wanted to play Quansah, but then he realised Quansah wasn't good enough, so he had to play Canate. So there's an element of, I don't know, like is he Slot's ideal central defender? And if we're giving Slot the keys to the castle, and he's now got control of the car, yeah, maybe he wants a different engine. Like maybe he doesn't want a Ferrari engine. Maybe he wants I don't know, a Land Rover or a Rolls Royce. Like I don't know. Maybe he wants something that's got a bit less power in that engine at the back. Doesn't rush out. And you've also got to think about it as well. Like we haven't really thought about this. How would Canate suit playing with Frimpong? Like, how does that dynamic work? Like, Canate's used to playing with Trent. Yeah, he's used to dropping over to the right-hand side and doing Trent's work. Yeah, he's used to doing that. How does that dynamic work with the likes of him playing in that position? Also, you have to think about this as well. Guehi can play in a back 3. Guehi's played in a back 3 before, so he's quite conversant in playing in a back 3 on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. So Canate might not be able to do that. Like he might have looked at it and he didn't feel comfortable. Like I don't know, but it's an interesting one that he wants to run his contract down, because I don't think we're going to let him. I don't think we're going to let him do that again. Like that's another player just running their contract down and leaving the club. I think maybe this is a case of you're just going to put your foot down. And the reason why I say it is when I get onto this next part, which is this. Where is it? Which is this, which is Diaz So according to P Sierra R, which is an outlet, I think it could be in Spain. So Luis Diaz's entourage are angry with Liverpool because they believe they've let the player down with the contract renewal and also the sale to Barcelona, because Barcelona have now moved for Nico Williams. So Luis Diaz at the moment hasn't got an option out. He hasn't got an option out. He hasn't. Al Nassr have just renewed Ronaldo's contract, so there's no striker available going to one of those clubs now. Barcelona have sorted out their team. Real Madrid have sorted out their team. Bayern Munich, they're looking like they're sorted. They're trying to get Barcola. I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm completely honest. So it looks like Luis Diaz might be out in the cold, as in he's not found a new club. He's not found a club that would match our price. And we're obviously not going to renew his contract. Or if we are, we haven't offered the money that he wants. So now we've got a situation where we're potentially going to have Canate on his last year of his contract and Luis Diaz going into the last 2 years of his contract. And both players unhappy with how their contracts and how their situations are being dealt with. I don't know how you feel about this, but I think if we're selling Núñez, I think we sell Diaz. I think we just get rid of both of those because they're not players for Slot. They're not the personalities for Slot. We need a more measured approach in play. We need to have a more possession-based team under Slot. He's not a possession-based player. He gives the ball away a lot. He fouls a lot, gives away loads of free kicks. He wastes a lot of chances. He doesn't create enough for other players. He's had a good season. No doubt, he's had a good season. But I feel if you played Cody the amount of times Diaz was played in the same position, I think Cody would have higher numbers. He'd have more assists and he'd have more goals. But Cody was dropped for Diaz quite a lot. So move him on. Like, if you can get a deal for Saudi or Bayern or another club, I think we should move him on. I think we should bite the bullet on him. I think Liverpool are in such a better position now where so many players want to come to Liverpool. They will run through brick walls. You know, their families want to come. You know, they see a real reason to come to the club. Like, there's a real threat. Like they're coming to win trophies and they talk about it repeatedly. Like, I want to win trophies. Like, that's why I've come to Liverpool. I don't come to Liverpool for the money. I ain't come to Liverpool for the sunshine, because there ain't any, because it's grim up north. I've come to win trophies, and I've come to feel that atmosphere that you get from playing in front of the Liverpool fans. And if you're going to poke it and you're going to poke the bear in Hughes and Edwards, and you're really going to get your entourage to start leaking stuff, and you're going to come out and talk about, well, there's options on the table, and I want to go to Barcelona, and you really want to do all that stuff after you've just won the league, after we have literally kept you when you were shite for 2 years, and we persevered with your shitness for years, just like Núñez persevered with your utter garbage that you did on the pitch for 2 years, and then we get Then we get a Premier League for you. And then you do what? Well, you go to the media. Start talking shite. Start talking about Barcelona. Start twerking. See you later, mate. You know where the door is. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the misses. Thanks for the open goal misses that Salah put on a plate for you against Chelsea, Manchester City. The list goes on. We don't need these type of players at the clubs. We don't need these type of players at Liverpool. We don't. We don't. We just felt the pain for over a year with Trent, and it split the fan base in two. Like, some of them were booing, some of them weren't booing, some of them were fighting in the crowd, some of them were thinking he was going to sign a new deal, some of them were thinking he wasn't, some of them were trying to read his mind, some of them weren't. We don't need it. We don't need the hassle. We've just signed Frimpong, we've just signed Wirtz, and we've just signed Kerkez, and we're about to sign Mark Guehi. And now we've got the pick of the bunch of the attackers, whoever we decide. Diaz, you can go, mate. You can go, but we want our money. We want our money. We are not selling you on the cheap. We're not selling you on the cheap, fella. Canate, we're not selling you on the cheap. And if we want to drive your contract down, we'll drive it down ourselves. That's our choice. But if players don't want to play for the club anymore, you know where the door is. We don't need passengers. We've had way too many passengers in the past. Time to look to the future. Go and get another player in. Maybe give Doak a go. Maybe give Ben Doak a go as backup. I don't know. Fofana's sat there waiting, telling everyone how much he wants to play for Liverpool. Go and do that. Go and get that deal done. Club's just been relegated. Go and get that deal done. What was that one? Diaz 70, Canate 50. Get it done. Get it done. You know where that money goes. You know where that money heads. Straight to Tyneside. Not Tyneside. Straight to St. James Park. 100%. So that's the Diaz news. Bombshell, that one. Another one, which kind of caught me by surprise. Andy Robertson off. Not going to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid are about to sign an absolute baller in Matteo Ruggeri. He is a great player, by the way. Highly rate him. He's going to cost a fair packet. He's going to cost quite a lot of money. But looks like Atletico Madrid have found their man. He's a much better player for me. So they've got their left back. So Andy Robertson is staying. Really interesting because Kerkez talked about Andy Robertson in his interview. He also talked about John Arne. He does give me shades of John Arne and Robbo mixed. Like, if you're going to have a combination of those two, then I'm all for it. Like, Robbo had blistering pace. Robbo had a great delivery. Like, Robbo's got like, I don't know, has he got like 66 assists? Robbo? Like, absolute monster numbers in the Premier League. Sorry, not in the Premier League, just in general. I think it's a good thing. Like, I would rather have him than Tsimikas, if I'm completely honest. To be honest, I don't know. I don't quite know how I feel. Like, there's a part of me that wants him to get an end of season like send off, you know. there's a part of me that wants him to get an end of season send off. He wasn't given a send off like Trent was, and Trent didn't deserve one, to be fair. But Robbo does. Like, Robbo's never asked for a move. Robbo's never ran his contract down. Like, the guy's a straight A, like straight arrow. Like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him leaving on a free transfer next season, hopefully with another trophy in his hands, hopefully with another Premier League, or like, it'd be great if Robbo was, won another Premier League with us, because for him to get like 21, be in the team with 21 that overtook Manchester United, and Trent wasn't, that's quite ironic. There's a little bit of needle there, which I like, which would make me feel good. He's a pure professional, isn't he? He is. He had some really good games last season, by the way. Like, he did. But he had some absolute stinkers. Like that is like, it's chalk or cheese. Like, sometimes it's like, sometimes like, oh, like, you don't know what you're going to get with Robbo at the moment. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. He can have a really good game, or he can just have an absolute ass of a game and stink the place out. But with Robbo, it's a player that you can bring into the team out the cold, and he'll give you a 6 or 7 out of 10 every time. With Tsimikas, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. And also, it also gives us another year of Gerald Hatto playing in the Dutch league to get more time under his belt, to get more experience. And then we don't have to bring him in and throw him in. And maybe he doesn't get enough game time. I mean, I've got to be honest, like, how I see it, if I could read the tea leaves, yeah, I think that Kerkez starts as number 1, Robbo is backup, and he plays cup games and whatever, and he's fine with that because he understands his role. And I think we send Owen Beck on loan to a decent club. There's Premier League clubs that want Owen Beck, by the way. Like, this guy's not a bum. Like, this guy's got a hell of a lot of potential for a 22-year-old. So we send Owen Beck on loan to a Premier League club, or a league, or a Championship club. He has another good season because he had a great season last season with Blackburn. And then Robbo goes on a free transfer, so he leaves the club, and head held high, and he gets a good send-off on the Hallow pitch behind me, and all the fans give him a great send-off, and he'd have done, like, what, 10 years? So he'd probably get a testimonial as well. Leaves as a legend. And then potentially we bring Owen Beck back, and then he's back up for Kerkez. And then we don't need to go and spend a lot of money on another left back, because we'll have Owen Beck there to then fight it out with Kerkez. And I think we sell Tsimikas. I don't think Tsimikas is linked to Leeds now, but he's definitely linked to a number of clubs abroad, some German clubs and some Italian clubs. I mean, let's be honest, Atalanta need a new left back. They've just lost one. Wolves need a new left back. They've just lost one. I don't know, but I'm sure we could get 10 million for Tsimikas. But we do not need Tsimikas anymore now. So he can leave. Owen Beck can go on loan. Callum Chambers can go and have another loan. He's another highly rated left back who can play centre back. Highly rated by the club as well. I think there's options there. I think there's plenty of options. Callum Scanlon, he can go and have another loan. His loan was wrecked with an injury. Also, Callum Chambers' loan was wrecked with an injury as well. I've had this conversation over and over again. Like, how many times do our youngsters get injured? Like, the sooner the better. We need to get rid of our academy staff, because they are doing something bad to those players, because they're constantly injured, like constantly injured. How many kids have been crocked with injury in our academy? It's just a joke. It's an absolute joke. I wouldn't happily sell Lucio, deluded Steve. I wouldn't happily sell him. Like, I don't want to sell players, but if they're talking about wanting to go to other clubs, like, and they've been let down by Liverpool, who've just given them a league title, like, you pay their wages, like, and F off. Like, seriously, just bugger off. Like, we don't need you. We'll go and buy someone else. Like, Calvin Ramsey will need to be sold, because he's not homegrown and he's not going to be in the squad. We need to get rid of him, so he'll get sold. I think Rob Page might be really good for us. I know he's data driven. I know he uses a lot of analytics, and also he uses a lot of the data about redlining players and making sure they're not overused, which I find interesting. I mean, he did that with Gareth Bale when he played him in the Euros. He like specifically played him certain games, certain times. He took him off and stuff. So hopefully that works with the academy. Yeah, I think that's already confirmed. I think he's already confirmed as the assistant or one of our coaches. Yeah, we've got Gomez as well. Gomez can play left back, right back. Forgot about him myself. But if we can get Robbo for another year, then the only thing is Robbo's on 8.5 million a year. Like, that's a lot of money. I know it's not my money, it's not our money, but that's a lot of wages that we're obviously not giving Canate, which is why he's in the situation he's in. But if Canate's talking about wanting to go and run his contract down, then that means he doesn't want to sign a new contract, just like Trent. So why keep him? Like, just sell him. You got Mark Gahey there. You could do a really good job. I've got all the confidence in the world in Mark Gahey coming to Liverpool and being an absolute star. There's a little bit of Daniel Agger about him. Like, he can be a bit of a monster, but he's also really cool, calm, collective as well. Knows when to do things. Knows when to be there for the cover. Can play really good diagonals as well. He's also a leader. Like, just more leaders, please. Like, keep them coming. Yeah, I know about the Le Cable one, but the Le Cable one, he's on high wages. They'll want a huge amount of money, and I'm not sure Leipzig are a good club to deal with right now. You look at the Sesko situation. Like, that's really dragging on, and they've also got Jurgen behind the scenes. Like, he's probably not the greatest person to deal with. Like, he wasn't great to deal with his own staff at Liverpool, and none of the managers or the referees or the officials or the FA liked him, like in our country. So I don't know what he's like there. He's probably worse. Yeah, so let's see what else we've got. Might as well talk about Harvey Elliott. So Harvey Elliott sent shock Liverpool transfer instruction after England under 21 heroics. Harvey Elliott shone for England following a dazzle performance under Lee Carsley. By the way, Harvey Elliott doing just what Curtis Jones did in the last Euros. By the way, just saying, right? Just saying, done exactly the same thing. Instrumental for the Liverpool game, for the England games. England striker Defoe weighed in on speculation post game. There's a lot of clubs watching this tournament, he said. We said it before, he's too good to not be playing. When you're producing in big tournaments like this against the best players, the 2 goals we saw this evening, he's a top-class player. For him, he just needs to go out and play. So that's Defoe saying that he needs to go and play. Like, we all know that. Then Harvey Elliott handed Liverpool transfer directive amid Aston Villa links. So Harvey Elliott, Aston Villa have been credited with interest in the Liverpool midfielder. Former striker Defoe. Okay, so it's just more about Defoe talking. I love this lad a lot. I think he's great, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Then there's... where's the Harvey Elliott stuff? Is there any more? I think I closed it. I'll show you the Robbo bit anyway. Where's the Robbo stuff? Yep, so this is the Robbo stuff. So this is the Robbo stuff. There's been a twist. Fabrizio Romano confirms that Atletico are now signing Matteo Ruggeri from Atalanta, a player they've chosen over Robertson. 22-year-old will complete a medical with Atletico and complete a deal, leaving Robertson on Merseyside. So that's not happening. So that's done. Harvey Elliott attracting interest from a number of clubs. I'm just going to close some screens. 2 seconds. I'm actually just going to see if there's any more stuff on Harvey Elliott. Okay, so got so obviously so Harvey Elliott being supported by his Liverpool teammates after scoring those 2 goals. What I will say though, okay, like, they were okay goals. Like can we be a bit more realistic? Like, I'm not taking away the fact that he scored those goals, but one of the goals, everybody just stood there. Like, he didn't dribble past anyone. He just ran. He just ran past everyone and they just stood there watching. Like, nobody even tried to tackle him. And he's not fast. Like, everybody's like talking about it like he did some kind of Messi stuff or like Salah stuff where he just like nutmegged a load of people and dribbles around everyone. He didn't dribble past anybody. He just ran with the ball at his feet and everybody just stood there because they were knackered, because it was like the 86th minute. And like, Elliott can't do those kind of things at the start of games because players aren't tired. Like, that's Elliott's ammo. Like, Elliott's a good player at the end of games. Like, he can do things at the end of games because there's space and players are tired. And Elliott's got an engine on him, but it's not a fast engine. Like, he can run, but he doesn't run fast. And like, I don't know. He scored 2 goals, brilliant. Like I thought the Holland goal was a much better goal than any of the others. Like, that was from like near the halfway line. Like, that was an absolute worldie of a goal. But Elliott's winner was a good goal, but he didn't do anything special. He just ran past players who just stood there. Like, okay, like That's all I can say about it. Like you can't do that in the Premier League. Like you can't. You're not given space like that. Like you are not given space to be able to do stuff like that in the Premier League. Like you might be able to do it in some international games, like against kids, which they were. They're under 21s. So I'm sorry, like, but let's not get carried away, okay? Let's not get carried away. The first goal was a good goal. First goal was a good goal, but the goalkeeper should have saved it. It was straight at him. Like it wasn't in the roof of the net. It was straight at him. If the goalie stood upright, he would have just parried it out. Like he scored a lot of goals for the under 21s because the under 21s isn't very good. Like it's not international football. It's not Premier League football. Like there's a lot of under 21 players that have been amazing and they've never been good, like in a league or in the national team, the full national team. That's how it works. Like there's players that you will never see again who play in the under 21s. And when they become past the age of 20, 22, 23, 24, you might never see them again. They might never break into the England team. So let's just calm down a bit, okay? Let's just calm down a little bit, yeah? Like Harvey, Slot doesn't rate him. Liverpool want to sell him. So he'll be sold. And let's see what happens. Maybe we put a buyback clause on him, okay? But the guy scored less than 10 goals and he's got less than 15 assists in 140 games for Liverpool. If you're telling me that's good, then you're out of your mind because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. He doesn't score enough goals and he doesn't create enough assists. Okay? We need to be real. We need to be real. We've literally just signed the best attacking midfielder on the planet to play in Harvey Elliott's position. And so many people are saying it's not fair. Elliott deserves a chance. How is Elliott ever going to get a chance when we just go and sign that guy? Like we need superstars. Like we need superstars. Elliott's not a superstar. So go and get 50 million for him. That's amazing work. When we paid like 5. So we just need to kind of be a bit realistic. Like it's England under 21s. They're a bit shit. Tournaments are a bit shit. There's nobody in the crowd. Most of the fans are the mums and dads of the players. It's a bit crap. Okay? Like it is. Let's be honest. Like you wouldn't pay to go and watch that football at Anfield. You just wouldn't. And most of the teams, the players that are playing aren't first team players. Because most of the first team players in the Premier League teams, a lot of them aren't English. A lot of them aren't English. Let's be honest. A lot of them aren't English. Like, so fair play, scored 2 goals. Anthony Gordon was amazing for England under 21s. Curtis Jones was amazing for England under 21s. Like Tyler Morton is playing in centre midfield for the England under 21s. He can't even get on the bench for Liverpool. He can't even get on our bench. And we're all talking about Elliott being a starter next year. And no, he's not a starter next year. Are we all talking about Tyler Morton replacing Gravenberch next year? Because he's a starter for England. Tyler Morton can't even get at the under 21s for Liverpool. He can't even get on the bench. And everyone's talking about Harvey Elliott like like he's the best thing since sliced bread because he scored these 2 goals. Like, the only thing I'm happy about is we might get more money for him. Might get more money for him now because he's saying he ain't going to play for Liverpool next season. So let's just move on, because guess who's going to be fighting for the number 10 position with Wirtz next year? It's going to be Dominic Szoboszlai. It could be Curtis Jones. It could be Wirtz and Curtis Jones. It could be Wirtz and Dominic Szoboszlai battling it out for the number 10 position. I certainly don't want it to be Wirtz and Harvey Elliott. I certainly don't want it to be Wirtz and Harvey Elliott. Because that means Harvey Elliott's never going to get a game. Because Wirtz will get flogged. So I'd rather, if Wirtz is getting rest, let it be Curtis Jones. Let it be Dominic Szoboszlai. Yeah? Harvey Elliott can go and play his game for Brighton, but I don't think Brighton even want him. So Harvey Elliott can go and play for, I don't know, go back to Fulham. Fulham have got a bit of money. Go back to Fulham. Go and test yourself at Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace are about to sell Eze to Arsenal. Go and do that. I don't know. But there ain't no room for you at Liverpool, mate. And everybody's saying you need to play football. So go and play football. And let's see how well you get on. And if you start banging in 30-yarders against Liverpool, maybe I'll sit there and go, oh, okay, maybe we should have played him a bit more. But who are you dropping? Mo Salah? No. Who are you dropping? Wirtz? No. You're certainly not going to play him in centre midfield because he was shit for about 2 years in centre midfield. So, happy with that. Get some money for him. Let's see how it goes. It's all about selling players now. All about selling players. And there's plenty of them to be sold. So, let's pick up the vibes. He can't take the shirt off. He's still wearing it now. Like, he's on a plane going on holiday with his brother, and he's still wearing the shirt. The guy loves it. Kerkez is a red. It's an honour and privilege to join Liverpool. I will do my best to improve even more as a player and person. Thank you to everyone for the big support and warm welcome. See you soon, Anfield. My brothers and my parents. Nothing would be possible without you. Such a humble guy. Such a humble guy. The type of players we command. Good heads, good eggs. Here to win. Here to win. That's what they're here to do. They're here to win. Here to win us trophies. 100%. 100%. He can only improve. He can only improve. 21 years old. He was quite possibly the best left back in the league last season. And the season before, he was quite close. So we picked him off. He cost less than 40 million, by the way. Paul Joyce confirmed that Liverpool will pay up to 40 million. Up to 40 million for Kerkez. I think we will find out that he actually cost about 35 million. And we've got add-ons. I think we'll find out that he cost a lot less because we played hardball. We played hardball. He already decided he was coming to Liverpool. So Bournemouth had no one else at the table, just like Wirtz, just like Frimpong. Sat there all alone, just like Guehi. Literally sat there by yourself. What, and you're trying to get money off us? You've got no other buyers. I think they got a really good deal. I mean, they got a really good deal, especially when Manchester City spent 32 million or 33 million on Eight Nori. And I think Kerkez is better than Eight Nori at defending. I think he's got more recovery pace. I think he's got a lot less bozo genes. Eight Nori does a lot of bozo stuff. Like Eight Nori has been told to get out of the attacking third quite a lot by his teammates. Like, why are you up front? Like, you're not a striker. Like, get out of the box. Like, positionally, he's a bit of a nightmare, Eight Nori. Like, he tries to do things that he's not really there to do. He's still quite immature with the way he plays. So I think we got a really good player on our hands who we can get 10 years out of. No doubt we can get another 2 contracts. We can get another contract out of him. He's just done 5 years, so we do another 5. I think that's a real special one we've got. So I'm very excited with him. Thought I'd bring this one up because we're doing good vibes. Negotiations continue between Napoli and Liverpool. Initial request in excess of 65 million euros, but Napoli are trying to work on a deal structure and feasibility of the whole package. Nunes wants to move, as reported last week. Personal terms being discussed. Personal terms are already confirmed because Nunes has already told Walter Gargano, who plays for Napoli, that he's coming. We want to get around 60 million out of these guys. We really do. Like, and I don't think we're not. And the reason why we rate him at that price is because we had offers from Saudi for 60 million. Why are we going to reduce the money now? We're just not going to do that. We're not going to reduce the price. Like, it's just not how it works. So I think we'll get him sold, but I think it's going to be around 60 million. I just do. Maybe 57, but I think it's around the 55 to 60 million mark. I don't think we're going to reduce. I don't think we're going to reduce the price. So that's good news. That's really good news. This one was interesting. So the reason why I'll say this, is there anything in this picture that you've noticed that's unusual? Can you write it in the chat? Is there anything in this picture that you've noticed that's unusual? Write it in the chat. I'm going to have a drink of coffee and have a look at that picture and tell me if you've seen something on there which is unusual. Hawkeyes. Why is there a signature on Darwin Núñez's door from Darwin Núñez? Ask yourself that question. Why has Darwin Núñez signed his door? I don't know. Like, read into that how you will. But I would say you sign your door when you leave. I would say that is a thing. Bobby did the same. You're right. Bobby did the same. He signed his door when he left. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. He was number 3. He's not going to get the number 3. I'm not sure what number he's going to get. Núñez is gone. ego trip. Yeah, it's a fair point. Yeah, so I thought I'd bring that one up because that's an interesting one that was noticed. What else have we got? Got a few more bits for you before I head out. Look, I know he splits opinions. I know he splits opinions, but Anthony Gordon is not going away. Still not going away. Liverpool transfer roundup as Reds laying Anthony Gordon chances and another move is confirmed. So Harvey Elliott accepts that he'll have to leave. Everyone waxing lyrical about when Wataru Endo has chosen to stay at Liverpool. That's great news. Liverpool finally confirmed Milos Kerkez. Liverpool are unlikely to sign Anthony Gordon from Newcastle this summer. So, Ranks FC podcast journalist Dean Jones admitted that he'd be very surprised if Liverpool went for Gordon this summer, especially after the arrival of Florian Wirtz. Personally, I think Anthony Gordon is still a possibility. I think he's still a possibility. What do you think? This one also popped up as well, which I seen. Let me just close that. So there's links. I don't know how true this is, by the way. There was links to a Elliott Kudus swap with obviously cash, which has come from a number of sources, but this also came up on the Anfield Index podcast as well, and they said it was BS. That's true. They did say it was BS, but Kudus swap for Elliott. How do you feel about that? Like, Kudus can play in a number of positions. Like, I'd rather have Kudus instead of Diaz. Like, and Kudus can also play wide. He can play attacking midfield. He can also play in midfield. The only thing about Kudus is Kudus will obviously go away for the AFCON. So that's another AFCON player. Yeah, I know. As a sub for Salah during AFCON. No, he plays in the AFCON. Yeah, I know. I think Kudus was good for Ajax as well. I think Kudus was good for West Ham in his first season. Like, it's just when they went through like 3 different managers. I don't know. He's still quite young. I think he's still only 25. But he's still quite raw, even for someone that age. Kudus Elliott swap. I'm down for it as well, mate. I'm down for it as well, Paul. I am down for it as well. I don't think they want 80 million for him now. I don't think they want 80 million for him because they know they're not going to get it because he's not had a great season. Anyway, I thought I'd bring that one up. What else have I got for you? Five London spots urged as teams chase Elliott. So there's a number of teams that Ben Jacobs have said that Elliott is liked by. West Ham, Fulham. He's also said Fiorentina, RB Leipzig. I mean, of course, RB Leipzig are going to be looking at him because Jurgen Klopp's love child. Like, that would make a lot of sense. How would you feel about that? If we went and swapped Elliott for Lukeba? I mean, that's a deal, isn't it? Elliot goes to Leipzig, we get Lacaba. That works. We need a centre back, especially if Canate goes. Yeah, I know. I know. Maybe that was a bit tongue in cheek, but Cook, did he get 4 goals this season? I don't remember. Like, I remember him playing well against us, which is funny. But I'm not having that. I'm not having like Slot signing a player because he played well against us. Like, that's just not. We do need 2 centre backs if Canate goes. So yeah, go and get Lacaba and go and get Guehi. But then again, I probably just want a youngster than Lacaba. Lacaba's like 23. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Kudus Lacaba. You just want to get rid of Elliot, don't you, Paul? What else have we got? So someone posted this up, which I thought was funny. Liverpool are now looking to sign a striker and a centre back in the next coming days. Who are we saying then? Who are we saying for striker and who are we saying for centre back? Put it in the chat. There's 120 of you in here. Who are we saying that will sign as a centre back, and who are we saying will sign as a forward? Who are we saying? Osimhen and Guehi. Oof, that works for me. They're both gettable. I'll give you that. Like, they are both doable, and they wouldn't cost a huge amount of money, which means that maybe we could try for Isaac next season if they drop out the Champions League. Guehi, Ekitike, that works. That price will come down on Ekitike. Ekitike, Guehi, and Hato if Canate goes. Yeah, that works for me as well. Guehi and Osimhen. Yeah. Nobody's talking about Osimhen anymore, by the way, which is weird. Guehi, Ekitike, Fofana. That's an option. That is definitely an option. Oh, someone's put Kerkez. The 2 Victors, mate. You know how I feel. Just stick the 2 Victors up front for us. Play 4-4-2 with the 2 Victors, with Wirtz on the left hand side and Salah on the right hand side, and those 2 up front, with McAllister and Gravenberch in the centre. My God, that would be frightening. Like, why don't people play 2 strikers up front anymore? Like, that doesn't happen anymore. Like, Osimhen, Kerkez with Salah and Wirtz, with your double pivot with McAllister and Gravenberch, with a Kerkez on the left and a Frimpong on the right, and Virgil van Dijk and Guehi or Canate. Jesus, like, how many goals has that got in it? That would be a mental formation. How many goals has that got? Guehi, Osimhen, or Kerkez or Fofana? Well, which one? All of them. I'm with you. Like, go get all of them. And Kerkez and Frimpong, like it, 100%. Is that Guehi and a surprise DM? Ooh, surprise DM. I wonder who that surprise DM would be. Maybe Stiller? Maybe Wharton? Like, would anyone take Kobe Mainoo? Like, the guy could be available. Like, would anyone take Kobe Mainoo? Like, Stiller? Yeah. Interesting. Any more? Oh, Lacaba and Alvarez. Oh, you had to go there, didn't you? You had to go and say Alvarez. I'm all for it. Ekitike and Diamonde, that works for me as well, mate. That works for me. I like Diamonde as well. You like Hato. He was shit against Harvey Elliott, though. Like, watch that under 21 games. He was garbage. He's just a kid. Still really young. What else have we got? That's it. All right. Yeah, I know. I do as well. Yeah. I do as well. I think he's a really good player. Like, I hate the fact that he plays for them because he's a really good player. Yeah. Right. I am out of here. Let me see if there's anybody else live. And there's 128 of you in here. I really, really hope that I have. Oh, come on. I'm still on 1,395 subscribers. Okay, I'm going to wait here while they go up to 1,400. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now so I can actually hit 1,400 right now while you're all here. There's 119 of you in here. Come on, hit the subscribe button. Come on. Hit the subscribe button. I know you're all, not everybody subbed. Not everybody in here is subbed. Come on. Come on, let's do a live tally. Let's do a live tally while we're on here. No. Already subbed. I was really hoping I could get to 1,400 tonight. All right. Okay. Okay, let's move on then. Let me see who's live. And I will transfer you now. 2 seconds. Just hold tight. Bear with me. Who have we got? Let me see who's live. We have who's live? Really? There's no one live? There is nobody live. There's actually nobody live right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer you to Tom Little, who's going live at 11:30. Okay, so I'm going to transfer you to Tom Little, who's going live at 11:30. And what we can do is we can listen to some tunes on the way out. Okay, are you all up for that? Does anyone want to listen to some tunes on the way out? Let me know in the chat. Do you want to listen to some tunes? Yep, Tom's going live at 11:30, so stay here and it will take you to Tom's channel. He wants to talk about Canate, which I've already talked about, but I'm sure he'll talk about him more. Let's listen to some music on the way out. This is number one. Number one in the chart.
Be
Right, I will catch you all later, and tune in tomorrow for more from myself. And go and enjoy Tom Little now. Bye.